Damage was at home. Maybe he was kind of more comfortable there. Maybe the pressure's getting to him, you know, the lights are on, everyone is up, excited for this one. This is the winner's bracket final here. It is all to play for. Again, you're playing for second place right now. I mean, that's a huge difference in terms of prize money, and an even bigger difference in terms of getting close to that 10,000 pro points that you'll be winning for first place. MINDFREAK also, they want that perfect record. And going into this match, you're kind of living in the shadow of these guys for such a long time. Look, Damage, he can shake it off. He can shake it off like the best. Taste with taught him well, but he's got to do that one very, very soon because this is their best game time.
He's going to have to, and the whole team of Tainted Minds, they are going to have to forget that the first two maps of the series have even occurred. They're going to have to reset, get rid of any mental blocks, otherwise they're just going to get absolutely decimated going into this one. I feel like MINDFREAK, they're ready to step up the game another notch and try and absolutely blow Tainted Minds out of the water, or out of the park actually, let's say, because there is the baseball field there.
There is the baseball field there. Welcome to Addisonville, that little plaque said as well. Something, a throwback. Addisonville. Welcome to Addisonville. Right? Where is Addisonville? Well, it's in space, evidently. Check that thing out. That doesn't look quite real, does it? Where the hell are we right now? I'm gonna have to delve deep into that COD lore and find out where this one is. Guys, as you can see on your screen, that's MINDFREAK looking damn confident, and so they should be. They're 2-0 up here in the winner's bracket final at CWL Sydney Open 1, presented by PlayStation 4. ViewSonic and Astro helping out along the way as well. Who are we gonna kick this one off with, James?
Wow. It's hard to say. I think we need to go to Buzzo. He has been very good all round. Oh, sorry, all series long here. And I want to see what he can do to kick things off in this uplink. Ladies and gentlemen, this is potentially the last map in the winner's bracket final against two titans in our scene. That is Tainted Minds and MINDFREAK. Here we go. Excite and Nimble. They're going to be the first two deaths of the game. Buzzo, he's trying to stay alive last for his team. Dens, he gets an early two-piece, and that's a great start from him and his team.
Oh my goodness, Tainted Minds with a very, very good start. Are they going to be able to capitalize on this? The throw is out, and it looks good. What a big arm from Damage. That was a great throw to kick this one off. 1-0 to Tainted Minds after a very strong opening gambit, but can they keep the pressure up? MINDFREAK now back on spawn. They got the preferred spawns in their base. We've got Zeus charging through with that one. Gets a second throw, just falls short. Incredibly close. I am loving the ferocity and just the pace of game from coming out of Tainted Minds already.
Yeah, they've started off very hot here, and this is what we needed them to do. Just completely lose track of where they are. Don't think, hey, this is, you know, the third map, potentially the last map. Think of this is the first map in just a scrim of uplink here against MINDFREAK, a team that they play all the time online. They're trying to do it again here on LAN. They have beaten them before. It's not like it's impossible, but we'll see if they can do it, repeat it here on one of the best maps and game modes for this MINDFREAK squad. Shox, he's slaying out, can't do much. His teammates go down, left in a 1v2 in the opposition's base. Dens is going to trade him out, and he's on a 2-kill streak.
Look, Shox is a freaking force of nature, man. He was doing such an amazing job fighting that one alone, but why don't we jump into a Astro listening with Tainted Minds and see if they can't make this lead any bigger?
Jump my ticket! Jump my ticket! Straight down, on your straight. One middle. One shot. Hayden, call that. Two there. Two left. Everyone rotate. Get second row.
He's already locked.
We need to get second row. Yeah, we need to get second row.
I'm
out the back. I'm going. Wait, one's on our base. Yeah, I'm standing. Stat tag. Underpass. Last guy. He's going half ball. Alright, he could go. Throw it out. I'm pushing. Go right. I'm jumping over. I've got barn. Wait, someone else give me a ton, yeah?
I don't see people.
Yeah, I'll go. One dead. Maybe I'm getting a big plane. I'm playing right now.
I need help.
Fuck, I don't see you guys. Pretty good. He's on me. Red. One's green, I think. One's green. Two green. Excited one more. Three green. Jumping down. Play your kills. One more. Come back. We're looking for fire.
Get out.
Coming through underpass. He's running.
He's just running.
I'm going left.
There's one shot.
Hayden play right.
He's running away.
He went underpass.
They're going left. They're going to spawn left.
Where's he heading? I'm going back. Tunnel. Watch out. They won. Two mil. One more. Where's he going?
I don't know.
He's going to push out. I'm going underpass. He could be young. Nice. I'm going. I took my underpass. Yeah, I jumped over it. I'm in top. I'm watching top tick now. I'm just gonna play. I'm playing kills top ticket. Yeah, I'm gonna watch middle. Literally playing kills top tick. Hey, top three. Top three. Nothing. No, I literally don't see anything. Oh, he's middle.
There's one low Addy.
One complete.
Two hitting lemon.
Yeah, I'm playing middle. Hold up. Yeah.
One way lemon.
Bottom sandbags. Middle now. One top. Rally. Top 80.
Just keep
One middle. Two middle.
Get right, Shocks! Let's go.
I'm going.
Zeus, he's come down from Olympus to bless us mortals with his presence. He's been doing an amazing job, but oh my goodness, he'd literally just had his wallet stolen from out of his hands. That grab, incredible intercept. The timing on that was flawless from that member of MINDFREAK. I was so close, I couldn't read his tag. Amazing stuff there from Tainted Minds. This has been a literal flawless gameplay from both teams. It's so hard to tear these two apart at this stage. I'm deeply impressed by the fact that Tainted Minds are keeping it together against MINDFREAK.
The fact that MINDFREAK haven't been able to score here on their favorite map, on their favorite game mode, is troubling times to start things off, but it is against, of course, another Titan squad of Tainted Minds. I mean, right now, we're seeing MINDFREAK, they're trying to establish some map control. They're not really being able to do much when they get it, because Tainted Minds, they're respawning in time. MINDFREAK aren't manipulating the spawns enough, and then Tainted Minds are just able to clean them up in their shot. But as I say, that damage, he's going to get this one through Grannies. He's going to get another throw. That's going to be 2 up. Tainted Minds, they're doing very well in the start of this half.
These 1 point throws are all good and well. It's very, very difficult for the likes of MINDFREAK to slow them down and to keep them at bay. But look, Tainted Minds taking the opportunities they have. They could have 3 right now, but they did choke that one throw. Zeus came very, very close, but not quite close enough. Now, Nimble, the final 15 seconds in this round, can they keep it together? MINDFREAK need 1 dunk to maintain a somewhat, presence in this first half. But look, the possession from Tainted Minds in this first half has been brilliant. It's been absolutely immaculate from so far, with MINDFREAK actually having very, very little attempts on their goals. But again, you got to give this one down to TM thus far. MF on the flip. We're going to see if they can keep this together. What an upset it would be, James, if Tainted can take this game type from MINDFREAK, of all game types.
Yeah, that would be huge. That would make a statement. I mean, yes, you've won the first 2 rounds, MINDFREAK, but we can win your best game mode on your best map, and you can't do nothing about it.
I've got a strong feeling that MINDFREAK are going to do something about it in this second half. 5 minutes of pure pain ahead of us, guys. Tainted up by 2. They need to keep the dream alive. If they want to push on through winners bracket, make it to the grand final without having to do the slow and steady climb through the LB. Zeus with a wonderful gunfight to start this one off. He had a brilliant round previously, and possibly my favorite interception. He was on the receiving end of that of all time. And here we go, Denz with a major play happening now. He's got the help of his teammates. He does have damage with him. It's a big 1 point throw over the top, and it is going to be good. So 3 points to nothing. MF looking a little slow, but again, all it's going to take is 1 dunk and a throw, and they're all tied up.
Right now, Tainted Minds, every single time they're getting a 4 down, they're managing to get a really nice play onto the MINDFREAK base. Whether they're not, pardon me, that they've scored every single time they've done that is a different question, but they've scored enough that they are in the lead here. Tainted Minds playing very well, probably exceeding a lot of people's expectations right now. We're going to see MINDFREAK, they're setting up, trying to get some map control here, but Tainted Minds, they're just defending so well.
And on that note, that 3-piece there, we're going to see the drone be grabbed. Let's have a quick Astro listening with MINDFREAK and see if they can't capitalize on those kills.
One on the base.
Let's go to... Back small. Yeah, throw lemon. We're in. I'm capping. Yeah, it's fine. Red 2. I got full streaks. I tagged back small. Small. Hey, front of Mando, red. Play your left, Green. I got full streaks. Grannies. I'm gonna fight tunnel, yeah, and get middle. I got streaks, guys.
Nice, good fucking shit. How close are you to camera?
3/4.
Alright, nice. Keep it up.
Nothing left. I one time.
I pick it. Front food. Wood.
I think you got me. Yeah.
Hey, bottom eight. I won't be able to stop this. They play
Dense.
Wait, there's someone around half full probably, or around the pop.
Yeah, pick up, boys.
Probably in bowling. There's still one.
I think it's Nimble. Are we looking for Nimble?
Maybe.
Top food, barn and Grannies. Lemon and top food. Let me know left.
One top food.
Yeah, I got underpass. Remember, I got streaks here just to strike him off. If we get
on left, Renee. Tag.
Hey, top one top food.
Nice, no one pushing Renee. There you go.
It's one on underpass.
Left.
Pushing up, I'll pick it. I have one middle. That means middle. He's gonna jump in straight. Grab ball.
I'll start then.
No. Keep the win.
Wow, Cody.
It's damage you're looking for, yeah?
He's gonna be on the picket probably.
One top food, yeah?
What's up, dead?
That's us.
Going.
I'll touch. Remember, if he's got lemon, 3 lemon, 1 watch top mid, yeah? I want top mid.
MINDFREAK's comms there are blowing my mind. They are so focused and getting back into this game. They've leveled the score. They took the lead for 1 point. For 1 point for a second there, but TAINTED were able to even things back up with a 1 point play. Another 1 point play here. So far, so good for MINDFREAK. They've been able to level things up, but Damage, he's got that overdrive. That could be so influential.
Yeah, that's potentially a dunk in itself if they can make something happen here. We see Damage actually running drone now. He does have control of mid. MINDFREAK spread out quite well to handle this attack. They're in a fantastic position to cover all those angles. Fighter gets 1, Shox gets a second, and now we're back to square one, basically. We've got MINDFREAK on the drone, all tied up with 1 minute 40 to go. All it's going to take is a single point to win the game for MINDFREAK at this stage. As you can see on your screen, Shox, he's fully streaked out. He could pop that, he could pop any of those at this stage, and I think he will. He's going to be using that Scarab quickly, try to clear a path, and clear a path he may. He does slow that player down. He won't get the kill, but he did slow him, and big shots from Shox. Goes in for a second, can't quite get it. Zeus last man. He needs to contest that center play. Goes for the FTL jump, doesn't manage to get the kill. The gods have fallen. How are we going to see this one play out? And here come MINDFREAK immediately. As soon as they sniffed the tiniest bit of an advantage there, they pressed it. Buzzer was there, but TAINTED answering right back. Excite, keeping the dream alive. He's got that drone in hand. He's going to make a play happen. Goes for the big 1 point throw. Can't make it happen. He is going to be shut down by the blockers of TAINTED there. And we're back to Zeus.
Zeus, he's trying to help his teammates out defensively. Their fighter, though, with the huge 3-piece, is not going to let that happen. And he's going so offensively. Is that a Trinity Rocket coming in? That was the one from Shox there, not finding any kills, but Excite. It allows him to get a 2-piece of his own. He's going to run into the TAINTED base, get another one, and a 4th there. Excite is going huge. 28 kills for this man on a 4-kill streak right now, just allowing his teammates to get back into this one. Damage, he used his overdrive there, and he got killed with the drone. Meanwhile, Excite, he's cleared out this base. TAINTED, they're trying to just hold on and not allow MF back into this one. 18 seconds left right now. This could be going to overtime, Miles. It's so close. Shox, he's got active camo. Can he just find the kill on the player with the drone? I don't know who that is. Damage, he's thrown for the upload, and that's it. TAINTED are going to take it in the last second, 5-4. Wow!
A matter of seconds remaining, and they clutch up. TAINTED taking the best game type from MINDFREAK and bringing the series to a completely different direction. It's now 2-1 to MF. Uplink, it was 1 point that separated these two teams, and what a way to go about it. There you see on your screen, TAINTED a well-needed drink after a game like that. Incredible stuff.
Man, I need one myself. And maybe not just water, maybe something a little bit stronger.
Make man a double.
I am so out of breath after that one. It was intense.
Gentlemen, all bets are off the table now. We thought it was going to be a MINDFREAK whitewash, but they give up their best map and game type combo, and TAINTED hang on by the skin of their teeth, and they win by a last-second drone upload there. It really doesn't get closer than that. Other than a tie, we thought we were going to, but TAINTED, that was a really clutch play at the end there.
I must admit, I mean, as far as a kind of blunder for me goes, I'm going to throw it to Excite. He had full control of, he was sitting by Lime, and he had an ERAD, and he had an MV4, and he was in a sweet position to be a real thorn in the side of TM. You know, he was setting up for a dunk. You know, that had dunk written all over it. He was going to kill those players out on spawn, and he was going to allow his teammates to run on through. But they lost the battle mid, and then Excite moved. He made the play. He decided, you know, he obviously got the call from his team. If they're losing mid, he needs to pull back from the overextension. He didn't really make it work, and he got kind of caught up in an unfortunate fight. Hey, and after that, it was over.
Let's bring it back to the beginning of the game, though. It was a lightning throw there from TAINTED to get the lead off the start.
Yeah, TAINTED started off very hot. They were able to get 3 points on the board without any response from MINDFREAK. And they were just, you could hear in their comms when we went to that listen-in that they were just so collected and ready to just keep on going and press on from there.
Yeah, TAINTED sounded like a bunch of auctioneers in that one. You know, shouting at each other. And the next thing you know, the scores, you know, numbers were all over the board. It was very impressive stuff from them. And the same with the MINDFREAK, you know, listen-in. It's so nice being able to hear the comms of these players because, you know, to the uneducated listener, it just sounds like absolute garbage. But we can hear call-outs. We can hear, you know, plays being called, and it's very, very exciting for the viewers to be a part of that.
I would arguably say that MINDFREAK had the better structured comms, but it seems to be that the madness from TAINTED really pulled through at the end, and it was able to come together. It was 4-4 for so long. James, I saw you. You were getting ready for that overtime, but it wasn't meant to be with Tainted Minds clutching up at the end.
I thought it was. It was so close. I didn't realize all of a sudden Damage had picked up the drone, and next thing I know, they're 1 point ahead. Literally 2 seconds left.
With literally seconds left. You look, and now this is it. You've made the gods bleed. MINDFREAK don't get to have their perfect record here at CWL Sydney Open 1, presented by PlayStation 4. They don't get to have it. Maybe they can get 20 wins under their belt if they can go buck wild from here on out. But still, you've made the gods bleed. There's certainly a dent in the armor. Where can Tainted Minds go from here? Can they capitalize and go all the way?
There's definitely a real opportunity for them to do that, Miles. I mean, as soon as you got one under the belt, it can go from there. And I mean, landslides start with one little pebble and then it goes from there. It may just happen and it may just snowball out of control against MINDFREAK. James, is this the turning point that Tainted Minds needed?
I'd like to think it is. I mean, I was hoping that we'd get a series on our hands. We haven't seen Tainted Minds compete that closely with MINDFREAK on LAN before, and then obviously in those first 2 maps, they just were not able to compete at all. But in this one, they were they had the front foot basically the whole way through.
And Miles, this of course, now that we are going up to map number 4, we'll check out the series in just a second. It's going to be another hard point where it was a whitewash, 250 to 109. MINDFREAK, not only did they walk away with it, they were twirling their cane in the process.
When I see this kind of series unfold, especially in the hardpoint game, it's kind of like when you watch Michael Phelps swim against other normal human beings. It looks really good at the start, and then there's that weird moment where all of a sudden he's like 3 laps ahead of people, and you're like, what?
It looked like Michael Phelps in a swimming race against a buoy. And no, that's a B-U-O-Y, buoy. Buoy. I love it the way you say it.
Buoy.
Buoy. Will it be the same in the next hard point? And what a way to look! It's so apt for it. Retaliation hard point. Can we see the comeback here, the resurgence for Tainted Minds? Surely this is the map to do it, Miles.
If any map, it's going to be Retaliation. It's such an exciting map for SnD. There's so many opportunities for turnarounds, and you know the B and the A bomb site are so geometrically different. You know, it allows for such fun engagements to happen. You know, B's kind of low down, it's got a lot of high ground around it. A has those blind corners where the cutoffs are, and you've got the low bridge run as well. So it's going to be a very fun one to cast, that's for damn sure.
It definitely is going to be, Miles. I cannot wait for it, ladies and gentlemen. The winners bracket final will continue in just a moment. We've got MINDFREAK versus Tainted Minds. Tainted Minds held on by just 1 point in the uplink. Can they turn things around in map number 4? We shall see. We're going to be back right after this break.
Feels great representing Fnatic. Obviously, are a massive organisation. I thought it was too good to be true, to be honest.
To represent a big brand like Fnatic is, words can't describe. It's amazing. It's like it still hasn't sunk in yet.
For me, it's a bit of a weird one. Ever since I started playing Call of Duty 4, Fnatic was the main big org in Call of Duty. And then they sort of disappeared for a while, and it's always that one team that I've wanted to play for and represent. So to finally be able to do it, it's a weird sort of feeling to sum up in words. Mixed emotions, I guess, but it's really good.
Kills are traded off, and it is going to go towards Fnatic. Great setup from Fnatic, covering everyone's back.
Playing with 2 brothers on one team, I mean, it's got its ups and downs. In game, I'm hoping soon there'll be a click where they'll just smash it together. But it's pretty funny as well when we're just chilling to have a few jokes and that.
Playing with them, it's a bit fiery at times. They're both a little bit hot-headed. But yeah, it's good. I mean, if they think they're not doing something right, they'll tell each other, and it's fine. You just carry on from that. It's forgotten about. There's nothing really sort of just left stewing.
Knowing that he's there, I can say anything I want around him. In game, I would say for example, if I'm in a 2v2 with my brother, I feel like we do have the advantage over whoever the other 2 people are. Because like, I feel like I know what he's going to do, and he knows what I'm going to do.
I love this team. SunDay, I think, great player, and Tommy, and what a captain. You couldn't wish anyone better to mentor new players into the scene like Whiskin and Scraps.
My expectations this year as a team, obviously the goal is to win. I think we've got the capability of doing it. We've just got to focus, play loads, and just get better as a team each day.
I'd rather be real with them. To start off, I do not think we're going to dominate. Fnatic know this. I think the players and my teammates know that that's how I feel. We're going to be a team that we are aiming to get to the LAN League, maybe some solid performance along the way, win an event or 2, but not to be that team that is known as the best from the beginning. We want to work towards that, and then from there push on and show that we have what we've started and what our journey is, to then push on and win.
Welcome to Fnatic, I think is the best way to put that. Yeah, welcome. Optic Gaming is currently considered one of the top teams in competitive Call of Duty.
A crowd favorite, a media powerhouse, and tournament favorite in every competition. They have brought home championships from every major tournament in Call of Duty, except the elusive Call of Duty Championship, which has yet to be placed in their trophy case. No one wants to be known as the best who have never won. They have the talent. Scump is regarded as the best player in the league. Crimsix and Karma are former COD World Champions, and Formal is one of the best slayers in the game. Each year they don't win, the pressure builds to succeed. This Optic Gaming squad has the potential to win it all. If they don't, could there be changes?
I hope you had a bathroom break, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't want any more accidents after the excitement we've had here on the main stage live from the CWL Sydney Open 1 presented by PS4. I'm your Maniac, and it's been my pleasure to guide the desk through what has been some of the most intense Call of Duty action we've ever seen in the region. Again, if you're just tuning in, we had 30 of the best teams in the Asia Pacific region duking it out, and now there are only 3 left. Waiting down in the lower bracket, we had maybe a surprise to some, Validate Black, waiting for the losers of this series. Currently, we have the advantage given to MINDFREAK, and Tainted Minds are just holding on. Right now, it's 2-1 as we head into map number 4. Bringing us the action still will be Miles and James, and what an uplink we just had, James. It came down to the last 10 seconds where 1 point saved Tainted Minds from going into the overtime against MINDFREAK.
That was nuts. I didn't even think that they were going to be able to do it, and, you know, within probably 10 seconds, I was like, okay, yeah, definitely. We're going to overtime. And then next thing I know, Damage has the drone, and within 2 seconds,
he shacks it. And then, look, it was obviously a great play. Miles, what did you take from that uplink?
I mean, it was minor mistakes. Like a tiny, tiny little indecision cost you an entire game. I'm pinning it on Excite, but I'm probably wrong, but I don't give a damn.
A hard point up next. We talked about it before that short break. 250 to 109 was the previous score. Are we going to see some kind of retaliation from Tainted Minds here on this hard point? Or are MINDFREAK just going to repeat history and then once again put Tainted Minds down into the lower bracket? James, is this it? Do MINDFREAK win here and get to the grand finals, or is there a shred of hope for Tainted Minds fans out there?
There's a lot of hope for Tainted Minds fans. They are definitely able to bring it to MINDFREAK, but it's whether or not they have the will in themselves to do it. I think that they can. I want them to, because I really want to go to a map 5 between these two teams. But MINDFREAK, then again, it is them, and they are so dominant.
So dominant, but you cannot deny that Tainted Minds, they've got the will of the warrior flowing through them. They never said die in the uplink game, and they managed to clinch out an incredibly clutch point, managing to tie things up. But look, the series, it's 2-1 to MF. MINDFREAK need to win this hard point to send Tainted Minds to the losers bracket, where they will be facing Validate Black, who are, you know, guaranteed to be watching this match in anticipation to see who their opponent will be. But let's get into this one, guys. We're almost ready to kick off the next hard point in this series. It is the winners bracket finals here at the CWL Open Sydney 1, and things are hotting up.
Hotting up? Is that a thing?
They're hotting up.
They're heating up.
Yeah, probably heating.
Heating up.
Turn the hotting up, mate.
I mean, you're from England. You should know English.
English, mother trucker. Yes,
yeah,
I
did.
speak.
All right. Well, let's start off with Excite, because he's the man that you've pinpointed as the indecisive man from that uplink that could have caused that upset there. Excite, he's going to be starting off with a death. Excite is not going to be able to start off with that kill that he wanted, but Tainted Minds, they've been able to get back into this hard point and lock it down for their squad, forcing MINDFREAK to spawn out unbroken.
Look, it was a good start from Tainted Minds early on. They got the early kills. Now they've got the control of the hard point. Dens on your screen, locking that one down, doing their best to watch those cutoff points, and it looks like Excite got 2. Here comes the beautiful shots from Dens, managing to maintain control of that hard point.
4-0 to start things off. He's 125 points away from his Trinity Rock. He's got the Scarab to work with. As I say that, he will get naded out by Fighter. So, as we say that, looks like MINDFREAK have been able to break into this one. finally, for them, they'll be able to get some points on the board, but it's only scrap time here. They need to be rotating, and they're not just as of yet. Tainted Minds are getting good market spawns to be able to go to lower street, and they should get the first few points on the board on the new hardpoint.
Good stuff from Tainted Minds. That first hard point was basically all theirs, 15 to MINDFREAK's points, 35 and counting now. Tainted Minds as they go into the second hard point of the match. Early days yet, but it's wonderful start. Buzzo of the perfect flank there on those players into the hard point. And look at this beautiful pinch. The players coming from market, players coming from the back of the bike shop, and now it is an absolute collapse upon that hard point. Big shots start coming out from MINDFREAK, but Tainted managing to hold on. So you see, when the spawns are forever in your favor, it really does help you maintain control for longer periods of time.
Absolutely, and right now we'll see MINDFREAK, they've been able to get control of those elusive spawns that we're talking about here. Dens, he's going to be down on the lower street trying to come around to mid to see if he can't spot a player on that scaffolding. Going to be able to find one. Can he get the second? No, he gets gunned by Excite, who's staying up right now. He can't win the second there, but MINDFREAK have been able to get a few solid points on the board. Now they need to be able to rotate towards this cathedral. Because they had those market spawns, they've got good spawns going into this hard point, and that should force Tainted Minds out if they can get a 4 down.
Here comes a big play from Fighter. He's got the world against him. It looks like damage picked up 2. Dens gets Fighter with the nade, so now we are going to see that position falling straight into the hands of Tainted Minds. There is an early start for Tainted Minds. They've managed to secure a good chunk of about 30 seconds from both of those initial hard points, so 2 down, and this next one's looking rather good for them as well. Buzzo with a gorgeous hipfire kill there on Nimble, literally point blank. The muzzle was burning the flesh of the young man, and now we've got a little bit of a run happening from Buzzo, still on the trot, 3 in a row, and he's managing to rack up a little bit of time for his team.
I like what he's doing here. He's just waiting it out, allowing his teammates to respawn and come in and help him out here. He's hiding in this cathedral hill, able to find one kill. Can't get the second one, so Tainted Minds finally break that one, but with 15 seconds remaining, it's time to rotate, and that's exactly what MINDFREAK have done. It's not off their own accord. They actually got their spawns broken into, but here we go. They need to hold on to these ones in the back of broken. Buzzo was actually able to do that. I was trying to swap over to damage because he was the player flanking to try and get control of the spawns, but as soon as I tried, he was dropped by Buzzo, maintaining control there. Obviously, as you can see on the minimap, I bring it up here, Tainted Minds, they have to push across the whole map if they want to get anywhere close to this new hardpoint.
Now, we've seen this is the first time MINDFREAK have managed to win the opening gambit on a hardpoint, winning the rotations, and now you see the spawns happening for MINDFREAK. For Tainted, rather, they've forced out on the other side of the map, and that was a big chunk of time won there for MINDFREAK. But Tainted managed to break that very, very efficiently. They got the initial kills, and they managed to flush those members of MINDFREAK out straight away, and they've literally flipped the spawns immediately. You can see 5 and 8 on your screen. That's Nimble and Damage. Oh, sorry, Dens and Damage. They're doing a great job of blocking down the back, and now the spawns are in the favor of Tainted. They've just cracked over 100. Things are looking very good for Tainted Minds. James, where do they fall apart?
Well, it was Damage. He went back, he repeated what he tried in the first place to get those spawns, and he was able to take down Buzzo from behind, get control, and then MINDFREAK, they were just spawning way out. They couldn't do anything about it, but now they need to look in towards the hotel hallway. This is where crunch time happens because they are down by a very significant margin here. Finally, Shox, he'll be able to get the first few points on the board from this hardpoint, and Tainted Minds, they had a couple of players go down, so they're going to have to wait for them to respawn and come back into things. One player on the flank, though, that's going to be Dens, the man who MINDFREAK dropped for Excite. He's going to be able to come in and get one. Spots the second one as well, and he guns in there. Tainted Minds, they're going to be able to break this one relatively easily, but MINDFREAK, they do get lower spawns, so they might be able to get back into this one very quickly.
Dens playing like a man apart. He's going 18 and 5. He's on a 9 streak there. He's fully streaked out. This is absolutely unprecedented gameplay from Tainted Minds. We could well be seeing them taking a hardpoint game from the champions. Zeus just picked up a 3-peat with a thunderbolt from the heavens, and now a little bit more action taking place on this one.
MINDFREAK, they're trying to get back into this one here. They've got a couple players spawning out. Excite, he's doing all the work inside. Zeus is going to trade him out, though, and get more time here. They double the score, Tainted Minds, 145 to 71 here. The rotation onto bridge is now so necessary for MINDFREAK to get if they want to get back into this one. But Tainted Minds, they have complete control. They've got the spawns, the necessary time to be able to jump on this one, and they don't even need to worry about contention from MINDFREAK because they're that far ahead.
Could we possibly see Tainted put MINDFREAK into the 100-point club? That would be absolutely unheard of. FTO at the ready for Zeus. Things are looking mighty fine. Dens is going 23 and 7. He has decided to engage God mode. I mean, we're well a step above Dean in the previous series. Now it's a whole new monster still on board with Zeus doing a fantastic job. Holding this hard point. They're pushing on 170. What a turn if this works out for him. He went directly over the top of that player. Big kills there. Dens got Zeus as well. He got Shox. Damage is getting 2. And this is looking like entirely Tainted Minds hardpoint.
This one is going no way in favor of MINDFREAK. I don't know what they can do to get back into this one. Every time they get the spawns, they get broken out straight away, and Tainted Minds are not letting up here at all. Nimble, a player that we've highlighted for having a great tournament so far, he's only got 9 kills, but does it matter when Denz has 25 already and you're not even halfway through this match? Probably not. Well, you are more than halfway through, but, you know, I mean, Zeus, Damage, and Denz, they're all combining for quite a few kills here. Denz, he's also got his reactive armor and still a couple streaks to work with.
MINDFREAK on the resurgence, though. They've managed to lock down the lowest street hardpoint quite effectively. This is a big climb for them. They're going to manage to break into 100 from this. They've still got 36 seconds left on the clock here. This is looking good for MINDFREAK now. The likes of TM, they've got to get in there, crack on through that defensive position, and they've managed to do so. And TM are about to crack through 200 points from this hardpoint. It's very, very likely they'll do this. They managed to get MINDFREAK to spawn out. They're locking down for the next hardpoint also. This is a beautiful play from the boys in green. Denz, reactive armor and a bombardment in his back pockets if he wants it. Turns for 2. Exciting Buzzo, and he manages to get shocks as well. Absolutely unheard of. Denz, he's just dropped that 30 bomb, and he brought it right down on the head of that player.
That was the Iron Fist quite literally slamming down on the MINDFREAK team. He is not letting them get into this one. 30 bomb, as you said already. Here come the streaks, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be, or I believe it was the bombardment there. Trying to get a couple kills. He gets one. Shocks is going to go down to that. He still has that reactive armor to work with as well. Here goes the Scarab 2. He's going to force that one out. Knows the player's contesting the hill. I don't know if he's seen the one near himself there. He might turn around. No, Fighter. He's going to be able to get a 2-piece, and that is so necessary if he wants his team any leeway into this one and to try and mount some kind of comeback.
220 to 110. Tainted Minds can taste the victory. They're so close. Fighter, though, doing just that, fighting for his team's life. Amazing place here, but Denz is coming back again. Denz, the story is all about him right now. 33 kills, 11 deaths. He's on a 2 streak right now, and it's not going to go anywhere. He still has that reactive armor in his back pocket. He's 200 points away from picking up a Scarab. This is just unbelievable stuff, James.
I don't know what to say about it. Denz, he's proving that he made the decision and it was the right one. He's showing it doesn't matter who you pick up. I'm still the best in the region right now. Only 6 points remaining for Tainted Minds to take the victory here. Denz, he's going to go down at the end, but it doesn't matter. MINDFREAK, you are down, and this is going to be a 2-2 series.
250. Oh my goodness, to 115. Who saw that scoreline coming? The Giants have bled twice in a row now. Tainted Minds on the rebound, and we're going to a Game 5.
When Tainted Minds made MINDFREAK bleed, we didn't know they hit an artery, and here we are going to a game number 5. There is a very real possibility of a reverse sweep on the main stage of CWL Sydney Open 1, presented by PS4. Miles, my body is not ready for this.
I'm all tingly in places I didn't know I could be tingly. Denz, man. What a monster!
I don't know what to say about that performance. James, we pointed out Denz in the first hard point. I guess that was just a warm-up for him.
It must have been. I don't know where that came out of. I mean, we know that he's a very experienced and talented player, but to bring that out of the bag in such a crucial map, that was why he is known as one of the best, if not the best in our region.
Absolute savagery, man. I mean, this highlight reel is basically going to be the Denz show. You know, we talked about players going off, you know, and how important it can be for a team, and you can basically just play around someone who's going absolutely buck wild, but Denz has just taken that term to an entirely new level.
Denz is the one who went Dean mode. We were talking about this a little bit earlier, but Tainted Minds had control the whole way. Look, Miles, if you could just point out a couple of things. What was the difference here in Tainted Minds from the first map we saw when they went down so hard to MINDFREAK?
First 3 rotations were all Tainted Minds. They picked up like 30+ seconds from each one of those, and it was only on that 4th rotation we saw MINDFREAK. You know, they were getting all the scrap time. They were getting the end tail of those rotations. They were picking up the scraps, but it was only on that 4th rotation that they managed to get any time on the board, and by then, it was almost too late. You know, Tainted Minds, they were well over 150 points in the lead. It is unbelievable to see that, you know, that's the first time I've seen that scoreline develop from a team in this region up against MINDFREAK.
Yeah, I know, like that. It was, and it's such a turnaround as well. Considering how close the uplink was, you couldn't say that Tainted Minds were feeling overly confident. I think that's a fair statement. Going into the hard point, I wouldn't have expected them to come out with such a performance. James, it was 250-109 in the first hard point. Now 250 to 115 in the reverse style. We're heading into a Search and Destroy to finish off this best of 5, as we always do. It was 6-2 to MINDFREAK, but can you really take anything away from that scoreline when the hardpoint was just as much of a blowout and Tainted Minds flipped MINDFREAK on the head?
I really can't pinpoint where this is going to go because, I mean, I'm just looking at the MINDFREAK players on the stage. They don't look as confident in their face, especially Excite. I know he's new to this to being on the best team in Australia. He's never done that before. But, you know, I can see in his face he's worried. He's not certain that they're going to win.
He may be the fresh face in the squad, but Miles, we can't give him a free pass after the performance he put on at Atlanta.
Yeah, the stakes are arguably way higher now. I mean, this is winners bracket final. You're not just playing for a spot in the grand final. You're playing for your pride. You're playing for the fact that you're MINDFREAK and you've been the top dogs in the region for as long as I can remember. Are we about to see the Kings dethroned and put into the losers bracket for the first time in, I'm pretty sure, their LAN history?
We're talking big stakes. We're talking Texas T-Bone here, Mill Boss. Who's going to be taking home the big feed and the lion's share of that $30,000 in prize money? We've still got a grand final to go, but this surely sets the tone for what we're going to see.
Well, let's get into this one, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing out of the ordinary coming from this rigged draft. That's sort of normal, but this is a Search and Destroy. And we're going back to this throwback map, and I feel like MF, if this is their best map for Uplink, maybe it's also their best map for Search and Destroy. They seem to like both those game modes. But then again, obviously, Tainted Minds won that Uplink, their favorite map and game mode.
It's very difficult to put anything between these two teams at the moment. You know, they're trading games now. This is the second in a row for Tainted Minds. They dropped the first hardpoint comfortably. The SnD was a massive win for MINDFREAK, but now things seem to be on the up and up. Can Tainted ride that momentum all the way to the grand finals, or will MINDFREAK turn it around like the champions that they always are? It's lonely at the top and there's only one place to go, but I don't know if MINDFREAK are quite ready to do that yet. James, who would you like to kick this one off with? I know you've got a sniper rifle on screen, and look, we're getting ever closer to it as we speak. We're ready, he's ready. Excite, give us the goods, mate.
Please. I don't even know. He's probably got some kind of nerd spot that he's worked out. Let's see what he can do off the rip here. He spots a player early on, and a second one. Can't nail that shot there, misses it. So now he's given away that he has that scope. He can't change weapon even if he wanted to, but he does find that kill. I'm lucky that I caught that. I swapped back over at the exact moment there. So that's going to give MINDFREAK the advantage, but as I say, that Nimble will find Buzzo. Excite trying to find those few players that he can see in his thermal scope here.
Excite, he's just hesitating that split second, and you can see in that moment, those players are backing out. You cannot hesitate at a time like this. He's managed to get that one kill, and we've still got a 3v3 unfolding before us, and it looks like A is going to be the site of that fight. Big flank from that player on Tainted Minds. It was Zeus. He managed to get the kill on fight, right now it's gone back and forth, and it's Shocks all on his lonesome up against Dens and Nimble.
He's going to be making his way towards the A-bomb site. His teammate Fighter dropped that bomb. He has to play passive here, but somehow he completely gets outgunned there. I don't know who it was in Tainted Minds who was able to find that kill. We'll see in the final kill cam. It was Nimble. He sort of strafed in and then strafed back out again and just got the lucky last bullet.
Well, this was a problem with Nimble in the first SnD game we saw. He was losing those 1v1 gunfights, and especially at those crucial times. Now, if Fight had managed to win that, he'd have forced it to a 1v1. He would have probably had a little bit of momentum, and it would not have gone his way. So props to Nimble for winning that one and sealing the deal for his team here.
Well, he's going to start off 3-0 in the Search and Destroy. A very nice start from him. I didn't even realize he had got 3 kills in that first round. Jumps up, can't find one there. He's going to get first blooded and the bomb down. So he was working towards the score streak. That is no longer the case here. But Shocks, he gets traded out. So now it's a 3v3 situation. Excite, he's just watching the backline here, but it doesn't look like anyone from Tainted Minds is going to make their way in that direction towards B. All 3 players from MINDFREAK, in fact, were near B, but the bomb will go down on A. So now it's time for the 3v3 retake. Can MINDFREAK do it?
This is a solid setup from the guys on Tainted Mind. They are now even 3v3. It's going to be a very even push across the map for all 3 of these players. Now shots for Zeus, he's taking those shots early and he's going to get cleaned up. It's 2v2 at the moment. There was a trade on the other side of the map. Dens and Damage, the double Ds versus Buzzo and Fighter. Buzzo with no kills at the moment. Fighter's got 3. Well, Fighter's just gone down. It's all on Buzzo now. Oh my, and this could possibly happen. Have the players sniffed it out yet? Yes, they have. Shots are out. He didn't manage to make it happen. We weren't going to call it because it was a very ballsy play from Buzzo, and it didn't quite pay off. The Tainted Minds kept their head in the game there and didn't let that happen. Great round win from them.
I saw damage coming on the minimap, and I was thinking, unfortunately, Buzzo, it's not going to work out this time. It was the right idea, you know, but it wasn't, unfortunately, executed the way that he would have liked. So that will mean Tainted Minds go up 2-0 in this one here. Let's start on with the aggressive team, the attacking team. Fighter, the bomb carrier, the ERAD expert here. Going to be making his way down towards A. Doesn't spot any players, but a couple of nades going flown in here. He's going to put the bomb down early, so this is a good start from MINDFREAK, and that will cause a play from Tainted Minds to have to be made to retake in an awkward situation now with only 40 seconds remaining.
We're watching Shox here play the flanks. He managed to get that one kill early on, taking down Dens. That's going to be a huge play for him, and he doesn't get brought down there by damage, not falling for the same trick twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, not a chance. Manages to get that kill, and now still in with damage. It is now 3v3. Still plays alive. Beautiful shot from Damage, gets the long shot way down range. Great kills there. Excites all in his lonesome, but manages to get a big kill there. Can he get the defend? This is massive. Excite's got to take on both these players and make sure the bomb doesn't get defused, but beautiful flank from Nimble comes in from behind and cleans him up as they are getting the defuse. Time was on their side. Tainted, though, super decisive play.
Yeah, well, Excite didn't expect them to push him like that, and they came so aggressively. He did not have time to react. One player right above him, the other one, the long-range gunfight that he went for. If he was only able to see a shadow or some inkling that Nimble was coming around the corner, he may have been able to get that gunfight, but it wasn't going to be. Zeus jumps on that defuse straight away, and they're going to be able to pick up their third round in a row here. No response as of yet from MINDFREAK. I don't think that's necessarily the end of the series or anything like that. I don't think MINDFREAK are out just yet. I know that they're definitely feeling the pressure, but Buzzo, especially 0-for-3, now he's sort of going back to those old ways, and as I say that, as soon as I say that, he's left in a 1v3, that's it, and there we go, MINDFREAK. They can absolutely destroy that round.
Impossible display of skill there from the boys on Tainted Mind. MINDFREAK absolutely stunned, speechless. Could this be a 6-0 sweep? I still think it's early to call that. There's a hell of a lot of magic in the sleeves of MINDFREAK, and I'm sure there's a rabbit in a hat somewhere that they can pull out. 4-0 at the moment, Tainted Minds. Not exactly the same team we saw at the beginning of this series. They have evolved. They're showing us another form. Is it their final one? We'll need to find out a little bit later. Let's kick this one off with Nimble, who's been having a great series so far. He's certainly found himself here on Throwback. The 50s decor maybe playing into his game a little bit more.
Right now, we're going to see a 2-2 split from this Tainted Mind squad. First blood going to be going to Damage. That means MINDFREAK, they're already in a disadvantageous position here. Nimble, he's going to throw that nade out into the corner where there was a player from MINDFREAK saying that player is Fighter with the bomb. Not able to get it down just as of yet. They needed to just rotate out of here because Tainted Minds, or 4 players, are crowding around this bomb site now. They've reduced it to a 2v3 situation here. Maybe that could make it a 1v3. Excite, his life is on the line here. He's got 3 players from Tainted Minds pushing him one by one. They're going to come in. Can he find any more kills? No, Tainted Minds go up 5-0. And Miles, are we about to witness one of the biggest reverse sweeps in the history of our region?
I think it's very, very possible. This is a real repeat of the previous round where Excite was caught behind that bus. He wasn't quite in a position to help his teammates out. And look at the kills there. There was 2 shots from Dens, 1 came in from Nimble, and they cleaned up it again. So the fantastic teamwork from Tainted Minds. They are really sticking it to MINDFREAK here on Throwback Search and Destroy. This is not the kind of Game 5 you would expect from these 2 teams, but man, are we getting a show. Dens now, he's 25 away from, Scarab, he's already got it. He's got that reactive armor. Nimble also has his payload at the ready, and this is an early and aggressive part. MINDFREAK, they need to make something happen here. They're quite well spread, but look at this. Tainted Minds, they're going for the jugular. They want the kill, and what a way to do it if they can make it happen in the 6-0. Damage gets 1, Nimble gets the second. There's Fighter with a kill on Nimble. He's not going to make anything happen here. Dens, can he bring down his former teammates here in the winners bracket final? He's going for the reload. It's all on Fighter. This is going to be an unprecedented 6-0. Tainted Minds have just put MINDFREAK into the losers bracket for the first time at a LAN in the APAC region's history.
I just can't believe it, Mars. I mean, how? Out of all maps to do it on, out of all game modes to do it on, the best one for this MINDFREAK squad, they come out, they're 2-0 up, they're feeling good, and then Tainted Minds, they turn it around, and they send into the losers bracket. I was not expecting this. I don't think I contain this.
I came into this weekend with a kind of a broad expectation of how this was all going to go down, and look, things are looking real different already. TM have just secured themselves 2nd place here, Josh.
I think there's a bit of soap opera action happening on the stage there. A few choice words between the boys, a little bit of trivia. This is going to be the first time we see MINDFREAK put down into the losers bracket since 2014, and they had a different lineup under a different organization. It has been so long. You have to look into the records. You need to dust off a few books from a couple of years ago to find when this last happened. You can guarantee that MINDFREAK are going to be having a long, hard think. Gentlemen, credit where credit is due. We questioned, the preparation coming into a winner's bracket final from Tainted Minds. It was 250 to 109, 6-2. I'm going to be very honest, I wrote them off at that stage just because of how dominant